Screwed you.
We should just call this Deadpool spoilers.
Alright.
No, those people won't watch.
They will.
No.
There's nobody watching anyway right now.
Yeah. I don't like that you can see my feet. We should just call this Deadpool spoilers. Wrong forward over.
I mean, what did you think of Deadpool?
No, those people won't watch.
Should we do a movie review segment? Every week we got to talk about a movie.
No, because I mean I have to watch movies.
It's not that hard. You just gotta sit there passively
You just doesn't
and
I
enjoy
don't think,
things.
no. I can just go forward.
You ever try to enjoy things, Kyle?
No, I don't like things.
You're a freaking beardo.
Stop it, Lieutenant Dan. Sup there, Ed Zylox.
Are you recouped from the weekend yet?
You beat me to it, Ed. Turn your volume off. We're gonna get a thingy. I don't know what it's called.
Is Ed recovered yet
What?
from the week?
What happened to Ed? Oh, Ed was probably very tired. We don't want to see your feet either. Well, too bad. Don't look at them. What is that?
I don't know.
I gotta read. I'll read it.
No, you can't.
Why?
I think it's Russian.
Josman as injected nem igli reverse testes. A traxis mudbuz. Igi tajin beledin over peleskip. Mortak for stroke. Correct is kazana. Let's move preserve
This is
hogi.
why you don't get any watchers.
Yeah.
I love this.
This is why when I left Deadpool, I'm like, that's Kyle. He is Kyle. Really freaking annoying. So I'm like the Wolverine to his Deadpool. So I'm the cool one. Give it here.
No, I'm trying to translate it.
Jesus freaking Christ.
Yo, entertain the people. Come on.
No, I will
That's your
entertain
job.
them with my phone.
Ew.
You ever see Pornhub? There's a lot of entertainment on there. I can't even see what people are saying.
You don't need the peoples. You can just like.
We don't want to see your feet either. Yeah, we got to move that camera a little closer.
Do you really
He's got
want him to see that much of his face?
It's better than his feet.
I don't know.
Don't worry, I'll be the entertaining one.
Yeah.
Welcome to. You can't see Preston now. Look how.
Wait, you're looking at it through the wrong thing. It's crooked though.
It's what I
Because you just moved it.
He couldn't even move it.
Yeah, I couldn't reach it. There, old man.
Just shut up.
God.
So who's been next to me with me this weekend?
I'm not going.
Oh,
Aaron, you'll be over with us, won't you?
sure. I'm
You'll be
where
with you'll be with the cool kids. Russ, me, Cowboy, Todd.
usually where I'm at, that's where the cool kids are.
I'm pinning with Phil.
Oh,
Yeah, you can fit over with the cool kids.
all right. Well, thank you. You mean where the winners are?
Yeah.
Oh.
They put
I'll be pitting with Phil. Cooper.
Three.
Uh,
But I'm in the computer on Saturday. I can adjust all your results. You thought Dylan was gonna be fast. He ain't gonna be fast this week.
Hey,
Click.
Brian Conifer.
Nope. So this is Talking Shop. That's Preston. That's Aaron. I'm Smartwater.
Dude.
Look what you did. The crew did a great job.
What did you do now? Your water?
What? He knocked my
drank
phone
your
over.
Why?
That smart water ain't making him any smarter though.
Oh God, no.
Wait, you gotta. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
All right.
listen.
Smartwater. This isn't just Smartwater. This is also General Mills.
General Mills owns water now.
Yes,
All the water.
all of it.
I like udders. I mean rudders.
Udders. I like Udders. And
I like udders.
Divs. They don't sponsor us.
But they're freaking awesome.
You know that's part of our our talk tonight. What can you use for your RC? At the just regular old shit you find at the store.
You can get these at Dollar General. Every time I go there, I get them.
Use them to soak your bearings. There you go. Thank us later. You get a snack.
Did you say thank us later?
Thank us later.
Thank us later. Thank us later.
Thank us later.
Ed, what
You
week
get a
are they doing
snack?
it next year?
And you got a way to clean your bearings.
I was at a campground all weekend relaxing, so.
In the rain. Hey, Brian Horning.
Gonna take a lot more than that. Smart work. Ah, you can't even smell water right, Ed, so who should be drinking it now?
It's water.
Listen,
He said work. Smart work.
Water.
when it comes to brains, I would vote Ed over you any day. Ed just looks smart.
You haven't seen it in a while. What's up, DC?
Oh, hey, DC. He
What?
wasn't at Ultimates on Thursday.
Yeah, he was.
Was he?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. I don't remember.
I don't know.
No.
I wasn't there.
No, he wasn't. I would recognize him. Positive I would.
Do you think if we didn't talk, Aaron would take over the show or no?
I don't talk because I don't need to. I'm just here for the ride, man. What? Why are you looking at me?
You need to.
No, I don't. They'll stay tuned in. They're waiting for something. I'll look at results.
There ain't money on them.
Nah, most of everything was rained out this week.
What's
Just like it's going to be this upcoming.
Hopefully not Saturday, though.
Yeah, probably.
No, we're going to try our best.
To what?
Race.
Hold tarps over the track as we race as it comes pouring
If
down?
we got to start at 5 o'clock, we'll start at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
It's a Saturday.
What if the track's a muddy mess?
We'll get her in. We'll get it worked in.
You gonna clean my car afterwards?
You don't clean them now, so what's the difference?
That's just dust, man.
Kyle, was that
That's-
dust?
That's dust. It's lucky dirt. So let's see here.
What?
Pheasant Land Tuesday night.
I think you said trains and lanes.
No.
I thought I'm like trains.
Let's talk some results here.
Oh, I flipped.
BL2 A main. Myself, Brett Ludwig, Pete Ludwig.
Yeah, way to go, Aaron! With the win! BL2, Pheasantland! Woohoo!
Totally agree. Intermediate A main. Paige Brady, Jonathan Bullock, Tom Davies.
Bullock.
Bullock.
Yeah.
Bullock.
Wait, who's the third?
Tom Davies.
That's gotta be.
He's been popping up a lot on there. So now I know who Tom Davies is.
Yeah, we got Paige! Way to go! Driver of the year, Paige Brady! Woo.
Oh, someone never closed it out.
No, I
Team
did.
five
It's never
sprint
worked.
A main was Brian Stout, Kevin Kuzer, and Corey Milligan.
I'm pretty sure I closed
That-
it out, but I
that-
don't remember him.
I don't think you did. I really don't think you did.
Really?
Well, Ed, we did not schedule any races for August this year, so I may
So-
have to come out next year.
Other than Ultimate, I think we're just about through the results.
The dream.
Yeah,
We
the,
do. We got that.
yeah, one day.
I'm just thinking during the week.
Probably.
So
Yeah, that was,
Ultimate RC Speedway. Let's see what happened there.
I bet I know one thing.
What?
I'm not in any of the results because I wasn't racing.
You're going to be really rusty when you get back out
I
on the
was
track.
kidding.
I haven't seen you drive in a while. I mean, you were getting good there for a while, but now, probably back to your old shitty self. You ain't beating Russ this week.
Smart
I'll tell you
water
that.
tastes like the ocean.
Like people peeing it, sharks peeing it.
Mm-hmm. No, plastic.
That's why it's so salty, because all the fish pee in the water.
You're so fucking smart.
I don't need smart water to figure that out.
This tastes like plastic.
You need a bigger bottle.
Stock Mud Boss A Main, Mike Saladay.
Who?
Salad Man.
Who? Oh, Salad Man. I know.
How
Salad
do you let him beat you?
Man. He got out early and he got around lap traffic before I did.
You had a good battle going with someone. I'm going to get into that next.
Oh, I did. Yeah, true.
Kyle Horning and Gary Lave. You had a really good battle with Gary.
Well, the angry Amish man.
Yeah.
The Angry Amish Hater Man.
Yes, that's it.
We should.
He's not Amish.
We're gonna see him this
he's-
weekend.
You might see him Thursday.
I don't think we're seeing anybody Thursday.
That might be the nicest day of the week.
No, it's not.
Midget-
Thursday, Friday, Saturday's rain.
Yeah. It's pretty much starting tonight and going the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Hey, watch the Ghost Rider. What are you playing with? You want to race that? You want to make that into a sprint car now?
Let's send it.
All right.
That
Midget
12T
A-Man.
won't work though.
John Pauly,
That's well, too.
Brett Hollinger, Matt
It's a 12T.
Patrick.
Is it?
Yeah.
Put a 12T in there.
Oh,
Blows the freaking wheels off that car.
not legal.
Traxxas modified A-Main. Gary Lave. He
Wow, Gary Lame!
Gary Siegfried.
Hey, Gary. Gary's probably watching.
But why is
Yeah.
your name on that?
Because I put Gary in there.
So you just wanted to take that win to put on.
no,
so
I
you get
paid
closer
for
to
it and I
100.
ran it in first round.
But you just want that win so you can get closer to 100.
No, it doesn't even show up in there. Because there were only 2 people. They don't count races with only 2 people.
We're gonna go to the. We're
Mini
gonna go
Mud
to the
Boss,
tape.
A-Main.
We're going to the tape.
And listen, for all the races that I lost, if it adds it in, that's fine. John Pauly.
How does that work? How does that... No, I lost, but I'm taking the win.
No,
I'm leading points out. I've lost to Dylan. I'm winning.
all the results that got dropped.
Oh, Ghost Rider down.
Jesus.
He fell off.
I told you not to fuck with the Ghost Rider.
You can't even blame me for that one. I know you want to.
Oh, yeah, I do. You know, it'd be really cool if they did another Ghost Rider movie.
Like, he could be in Marvel. He is Marvel.
Yeah, he could be. He'd be good with Deadpool.
There's an Iron Ball. There's a gold one right there. That means you.
What?
Oh, Trax is modified.
I'll
Yeah.
subtract one.
Yep.
I'm texting these people.
What's his total?
No.
Take that away.
Yeah, but I missed one too before.
105 podiums. Nice. 89, so it's 88.
No, because it missed that other Tuesday one I had. The one it was me, Pete, and Corey. It didn't count that one, so I'll take it. It's fine. John Pauly, Matt Kirkpatrick, Kyle Horning. This is Mini Mud Boss.
What was that? Oh, Mini Mud Boss.
Yeah, and there was nobody else after that. There was only 3 of them.
I got third.
Novice Mud Boss. And this, DC was not there. It was Ed Wise and Tim Diebler. 17.5 Sprint Car A-Main. Brett Hollinger, John Pauly, George Varsdick. You like that thing, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I do too.
Oh, I'm
So I
at
bought it.
93.
Nice.
13.5 Sprint. That would be me over Kyle Horning. And guess who you beat?
Everybody else behind us?
The most important person.
Oh, what's that guy's name?
You know, he was pitting next to us.
He won. No, he runs 17.5, not 13.5. George runs 17.5, man.
The other guy that was pitting with him. I don't know, some way he came. They really got annoyed with him down in the ghetto, so they kicked him up to us on the hill.
Oh,
I
Dave
don't
Scott.
know how.
Dave Scott.
I don't know how that happens. Is that some kind of affirmative action move, where we had to take him? Listen,
Hey, look. Did he like paint his penis there? Like, that's the outline of his penis.
It's a knife.
See the little balls?
Wait a minute here. I see. Congrats, man.
thanks. Scott Davies. 13.5 late model A-Main. Scott Davies, George Varsdick, and the Weasel.
Oh yeah, they want
The
to.
Weasel.
They want to start a 13.5 just stock 1/10 late model class.
You don't get regular 1/10 late models.
Well, they think they will.
No, not gonna happen.
No.
Listen, here's the problem. I mean, the sprint car bodies are expensive, but the late model bodies are really expensive. So, which way are guys gonna go?
I
It's
have
gonna
one.
wind up being cheaper to build a sprint car, and that's the more popular class, and I think people are gonna go with that. When the guys that really want to run late model, they want to run open late model.
Mm-hmm.
And 13.5 Sprint is kind of a stepping stone to open late model.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to get into open mod Sprint or open late model, you could start with 13.5 Sprint, and it's going to give you a good idea of what you're getting into. So there just doesn't seem to need to be a point.
I like EDM.
I have an EDM.
I mean, but 13.5 Sprint is a jumping off point for EDM.
Mm-hmm.
Eat them.
So why do we need to have another entry level class when they're just so freaking expensive to start with? Does it make sense?
No.
Someone said, instead of running 13.5 Sprint, what if we put 17.5 in the sprint cars but with no boost? But
Then you're still
it's
buying.
like, well, all right, but it doesn't make sense because now you got a slower sprint car.
but also,
than the 13.5s.
to go fast in that class, somebody's going to go buy a $175 17.5 motor, crank the timing all the way the hell up on it, gear
Even
the
though they
hell
don't
out
have
of it,
boost, they're
gear the
gonna
hell
just-
out of
yeah,
it,
right.
and you're going to be faster than a guy that just buys a $100 17.5 motor, where if
Right.
you run the 13.5 just stock, you got a $100 combo.
I mean, if they went with the 17.5 just stock, it would be, what's the point?
Yeah.
We're already at 13.5 just stock.
Yep.
It's not saving any
But
money.
you're going from $110 to
It's not.
$225.
Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't make sense.
Nope.
So we all agreed after we talked about that, not a good idea.
I have an idea. Big brain here. What if you got? What if the 17.5 was your novice and mod sprint was your next big class? Because then you could take your 17.5 and just put a bunch of boosting into it, and still could be competitive with the mod sprints at some tracks.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this right now. WNRC on Saturday.
Mhm.
Adam built a car for his son.
Mhm.
His son Will. Hasn't raced.
Lapa?
No.
I didn't know Lapa was his kid.
Will
He-
is looking for a daddy. Sugar
He
daddy.
finished second in mod sprint with a 13.5 just stock down at WNRC
I believe that.
because the car
Yeah.
was working so good.
Right. I can see that because, like, in the first round, we've often looked and we're like, well, I would have been fourth or I would have been fifth. I mean, usually it's those guys with the experience that know what they're doing, have been doing it for a while. Once they get out there, by the time second round comes around, there's rubber on the track. They're flying
Yep.
by everybody. So, if the track, if WNRC did its fall apart, it probably would have evened it out because you couldn't run that much boost
Yep.
because there just wasn't no way to put the power down.
Well,
Well,
that's what
17
Steve Goodhart had a 13.5 sprint in the mod sprint class for their race, and he was kind of competitive with it.
But 17.5 sprint is not a good opening, even with no boost. Because you can.
It doesn't make sense at this point with
Yeah.
13.5 sprint being so prevalent to say, oh, well, let's take it back a step to a 17.5 just stock.
Or even a.
Or, if you say, well, we'll just take the boost out of it so it's beginner level so you can start building up. But then you got, like you said, you got to spend the money on the motors.
Yep.
Because now that's going to be.
It's a motor game now.
Yes. It's
Yep.
going to be the greatest factor that changes things. And then
Yep.
if you open up the tires, then it's just gonna make a lot of people that want to get
Yep.
into it very unhappy because then it's,
Barney
well, now
Rush.
I need thousands of dollars worth of tires.
Yep.
So
Hi, Aaron Tan.
why don't you read some results, Kyle?
Only things left is the dream.
It was a dream. And Ed here says, we have already done 17.5, not doing it again.
Yep.
I agree not to add 13.5 late model, so he's with us. It just doesn't make sense. DC says, how's it going? And he wasn't there. I just proved it.
Like I said, they had a dream race this weekend, but I had a lot of dreaming this weekend because I slept a lot over the weekend. It's the only thing I could do at the campground.
Did you get a haircut?
No, I shaved.
No, on the top of your head. 'Cause
This was a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Because when I saw you yesterday, you didn't have a hat on, and I'm like, he doesn't look like that. I never see you without a hat.
I don't usually go anywhere without a hat.
Okay. All right. So
EDM rules are
there was
mine.
also a race Saturday. What, Stobbs?
Yes, the leukemia race.
I mean, we could probably talk about Stobbs.
And you can find EDM rules on. We follow the same ones that Motorama follows. Adam follows. It's mod. Next year, tire rule will be a little. We just died.
No.
No, yeah, it's just the screen just went off.
That's impossible.
No, it would have went beep, 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 beep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still fine.
You were looking up there, or do you want me to do?
I'm working on
I
it.
got LCRC right here.
I was going to do Stobbs first, because that
Okay.
was Saturday. If I can find
They
the
were both
results.
Saturday. Oh no, LCR Sunday.
All right. Let's see. Since they're a little weird, it takes
Even
a
if
little
you
bit of time
shake
to
it
do
up,
this
it's
right.
not going to make you smarter.
Hold on
What the hell was that
here.
noise?
Results. Saturday Club Race, August 3rd,
2024.
2024. This was their, what was this race?
Leukemia.
Leukemia race.
Leukemia. I can't say that word.
You just did.
Lucky me up.
Yeah.
You gotta say it like you're a Dragon Ball character.
Wow.
Yeah, you're Deadpool.
Wow.
17.5
Yeah.
stock sprints. Dwayne Wetzel.
Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, The Rock.
Whoa.
And Casey Hess.
You know him.
Joe Main. 21.5 late model.
Was Joe Main in the A Main?
He was.
Domain.
Domain.
Oh.
Domains in Domain. Brad Offer. Troy Roten. William Turner. Nitro late model. Nitro late model. Jeff Zinn. Todd Little. Scott Staub. 13.5 Mud Boss. John Burkleby. Burklebile? Burkebile. Colby Dillon. Jeff Cisney.
Sisney.
12
Supposedly,
team Mud Boss.
That 13.5 Mud Balls, Jeff Cisney lost a tire and was walking back to his pit, and he still ran enough laps before the tire blew off to get third place.
Nice. So,
Pretty impressive.
yeah. We'll have to see who was all in there. 12 team Mud Boss. Mike Fay. Bailey Johnson. Colby Dillon. 17.5 open late model. Kevin Markle. Casey Hess. Nathan Staub. Sportsman 12T. Tyler Worthen. Thomas Howells. Jackson Reaver. So there you go. That's your results
Oh,
from
he ran
stocks.
that?
Maybe not. I don't know.
The nuts half off.
Is it?
That's funny. Half off.
I think I had it off or something.
I hope so.
Get the nut off.
That's fine.
Any more results there, Chimbo Cubby?
No, you got to do your the dream.
Okay.
I'm looking up how this main went.
Okay, well, you didn't give me my
13.5 Mud Boss A main. Let's see. Yeah, Jeff Cisney. 31 laps, 3 minutes, 17 seconds. Justin Mong, 31 laps, 4 minutes, 6 seconds, 56.
That's pretty-
Wow. Imagine losing it like that. To
Yep.
some guy that pulled off
Still beat you.
over half a minute sooner. Half a minute.
It's a kick in the nuts.
That's.
It is. I mean,
I think I'd.
it's-
I think I'd quit. I went on 13.
What?
Five Mud Balls.
It was,
Aaron
the
won
only, it
India?
was the only heat. It was
Yeah.
only.
Did Aaron
main
take
there.
it out?
Yeah, that's why I quit.
It was the only main there for 13.5 Mud Boss. Let's see this. He was fast though. He had a 5.79, so he must have been rocking that track.
Jeff?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, he has that car hooked up out there.
he was. Oh, they break it down here. He was on a 41 lap pace.
No shit, he was fast. He beat the field and
He
pulled
finished-
off.
He finished third.
Okay.
He could have still been consistent, and not as fast. I'm just like he's faster than everybody. I mean, he could have been. He could have just been a top 3 car, and running consistently in third. And they were that much over 4th place. So,
Alright.
Justin Mong,
Oh, you have a comment.
he had a 33.402 early in the race. So he was really off.
You have a comment for you.
Hey, Mr. Loesch.
He doesn't like
Nothing,
me,
man.
though.
Nothing's up. What if you took EDM and slowed it down a little bit? Could EDM be a better stepping stone then? I would think an EDM 13.5 would be kind of fun.
They'd still rip. They'd be
Yeah.
fun.
But it'd be fun.
Yeah.
It would be one of those. It's like,
Problem
okay,
is-
this is a good stepping stone. But then you barely get EDMs at this point.
Yeah, we're averaging 10.
Yeah.
Well, no, we're averaging 15 in our series. We're actually averaging more of them than late models.
But here's the thing. You have a race series with 4 races. When do you ever get a chance? When have you had a chance to run your EDM?
The other week,
Big track.
Where?
Pheasantland, I could rent it at 183.
But you've only run it once or twice.
No, I haven't had to run it.
Huh?
I never ran it
Okay,
yet.
see, you haven't even run it. I mean, it's not like it's showing up weekly where you can go out there and really run
Yeah,
it.
but we could, because Kuzer had his, Stout has one, he has one. I could bring it out. I just don't want to run it yet.
Why?
Because it's got 17.5 under it.
Okay.
So-
Why don't you fix that? It's not hard.
Because I don't plan on getting a motor yet for it, because I'm not going to run it this year.
Why?
Because I still have a big block that I'm running weekly, a mud balls I'm running weekly, a 13.5 sprint that I run weekly.
You've pretty much given up on the big block at this point.
I still have to run it weekly.
Big block?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm running on Ultimate on Thursdays.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
yeah. I got a lot of classes.
But you know, when you go to Pheasantland, you can bring it up there and run it.
That's another
Because
class.
you don't really like learning. You don't really like running 13.5 up there.
But that's another class. That's another car I had to clean every week then. Yeah, cleaning.
Just get that lucky dirt on there and leave it alone.
No, I clean cars.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know where the skunk boss is. He's been having some issues lately.
Do you have more results?
Nah, man, I'm good.
Okay. 12 team mud balls at LCRC, the Raceway, the 2024 Dream Race. Tyler Brown.
Wait, Loesch is asking. He never ran it at Hoagland's. What? We never ran one at Hoagland's.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Tyler Brown, Brian White, and Kenny Metzger. We ran against.
Oh, EDM. He's talking about you. He really wants you to go to Hoagland's. I think you should. We should go there on a Friday night.
If EDM was a lock 13.5, that's a good question, Ed. That'd be something
If it was.
We'd have to put a poll up for that.
But you guys that have them, you like to run them in mod.
Oh yeah,
Are you going to downgrade?
I
To
would
run it every week.
No, but maybe
I don't have one. I mean, it's easier for you to get a 13.5 just stock.
the thing was like EDM. If you look around the area,
Anything's an EDM if you look at it.
but no,
the right
but
way.
you know the fast guys.
I think the problem is
Yeah, we know a couple of them.
if you put
We're
a
just not here today.
if you put a 13.5 motor in EDM, you're going to take a class that already only has 10 to 15 drivers, turn that into 6 and maybe 10, maybe.
I mean, if you take some of the people out there, go, oh, I'll run it with the 13.5,
Yeah,
but I'll get more time with it,
yeah, but then
and it won't be, it won't be. I'm trying to handle too much with it. I'll get used to it. Like maybe you or Stout or Kuzer will say, well, let me try there.
Because I know
Before
the
going
last
for those
Sat-
10.5s.
the last Sunday at Pheasantland, I got hit by people that aren't used to being running mods.
but it wasn't a lot. Also, wasn't a lot of mod EDM.
Yeah, but I got taken out by.
It just seems like if you're in this hobby for about 3-4 years, you start going to the purpose field anyway.
Yeah,
so that's we'll see more of it next year.
So here's my thinking.
As more of these guys, they've been in it for 3 or 4 years now, they'll start going up that
So
direction.
here's my thinking with this, putting a 13.5. The reason 13.5 sprint works is because there's already an overabundance of 410 guys.
There's already a lot of sprint cars to buy.
That's what I'm saying. There's an overabundance. You have, instead of taking 100 guys and taking 20 of those, making it 80 and putting 20 in 13.5, we're looking at taking 25 guys in EDM and putting 10 in air. So now we're only at 15 and 10.
Right.
So it
And
really...
you got 100 of those guys running mod, and they want to buy a new car, so they sell another one, they sell it down, and so they add a new guy to the sprint car field.
Yes.
And they're like, hey, you got this 13.5 you can throw on there and start there.
As what Dylan is doing.
Ed says no, I would not...
Just Dylan?
Well,
Just
Dylan
Dylan?
buying my old car.
Well, I bought one of your old
That was Todd's.
cars.
I bought AJ's old car.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
No, I would not add another class. EDM would be locked in, slower. Late model would be mod.
Ever think there are too many tracks around? Think it spreads the drivers out too much?
No, we've been past that
Yes.
point. Yeah.
Okay, before we get into questions, let's get these results.
But we
done.
also just don't have drivers anymore. There's not a lot of drivers coming out.
Mm.
Like, they aren't coming out for points. They don't care about the points chase.
They want to run for trophies.
Yeah.
Those seem to be the only classes that races that get many people.
Very much so. And like the regular weekly shows just kind of dying off.
Yep.
It's just if you want to have races, it seems like you got to have a big show.
Yep.
then
A lot of
people are
these
gonna come out.
tracks could probably race twice a month, and
Do
do better
than a weekly show.
and do better than they're doing all their weekly shows.
Maybe. And the only problem is you can only do so many big shows on a weekend.
Yep.
So, it's not like you could have an overabundance of them either, because there's only 2 days in the weekend. And a big show takes up a whole day. And most guys are, with the price of shows for those big shows, most guys are going to pick one and stick to that.
Like this weekend's our race. The next weekend's Ultimate's big, sprint race, and then Leicester has their big summer showdown where I'll be.
Yeah.
And then the following week's a race for Russ. The following week we have, well, I'm camping, but you'll be up at RJ's for their race.
What's RJ's?
Rob the Bank.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
September starts to slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
August and July are usually the biggest months.
I mean, we're not big fans of indoor, but indoor always does well on a weekly basis because everybody's kind of cooped up and wants to get out of the house.
And
That's,
there's limited tracks.
limited tracks.
Either you're going to drive that way or that way.
Like right now it's summer, like we're in, you are on vacation. How many people were on vacation the last week? And one of the things I heard is, a lot of people are on vacation right now before the kids go back to school. And, it just seems like all summer, pretty much once June hit, we had a lot of vacations going on. There's always somebody missing. Oh, I'm going here, I'm going there. So, I mean, the spring started off well, but then as soon as summer hit and schools let out, just everybody just disappeared. So.
All right, let me finish this up.
Hey, you want to finish something?
360 sprint, amen.
And I don't talk.
Courtesy.
You can't shut me up now, can you?
It's actually
I
kind
only
of.
talk when you want to talk.
You always done that.
Yeah.
There's something in your tooth, by the way.
Oh, spinach. I had spinach.
Curtis Seaver,
Ugh.
Alex Burns, and
You
Matt
like
Adams.
Spinach? Hey, you don't like spinach.
Obviously, it doesn't make you stronger.
I want to see a show of hands. How many people like spinach?
Midwest Modified, John Bath.
Kyle, you like spinach?
In the right scenario.
Okay, so raise your hand.
No, because I wouldn't just say just spinach. I think of my sausage.
Your hand up.
Ew. Brad Muller,
I'm the one that stuck my
Terrence
finger in your
Leister.
armpit.
That's I know. I'm kind
Jerry, check your sensor wire.
Andrew's touching me. BL2 Mud Boss, Joseph Sherwood, Jonathan
Yeah.
Coughlin, Jason Dooley.
Not enough racers right now.
Economy is not there for racers.
1/10 late model,
No, it's
Joe Bornerst, Billy Fisher, and Kane
a lot of
Metzger.
it's money too. 'Cause money's getting
13.5 Mud Boss, Eric Salvas, Leonard Desjardins,
tight. Cabbage
and
rolls.
Tyler Brown.
I like cabbage.
Mod SC,
How do you
so
not like
SC
cabbage?
Mod.
Did you grow up around here?
Jeff
Yeah, I ate
Belleton,
too much
Robbie
as a
Boring.
kid. And now it's...
Midget, Max Floor, Cowboy Risser, and
Now you
Eric
don't- now you
Salvas.
have a choice and you don't have to do it.
Yes.
Trax is modified,
Does
Dennis
your wife
Brew,
like it?
Steve Satchuk, and Robert
You lucked
Smallgy.
out there, didn't you? You
I don't
based
eat
your
onions.
relationship
And
on that.
410,
Do you like
Max
spinach?
Floor,
No.
Joe
Do
Borners,
you like
and
cabbage?
Cameron
No.
Floor.
Like, I don't eat
Well, we could get together then.
I don't eat onions.
There we go.
I don't eat tomatoes.
I don't like tomatoes, like just raw tomatoes.
Peppers, they have to be hot. I don't like just regular peppers.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I mean, they're all right.
I like them when they're like cooked.
Sweet peppers.
No, I like it when they're cooked more
Okay.
and put in with like other shit.
I like onions. Like you either bake them,
No,
flambe them, whatever the fuck you do when
I
they're in
had
the
a-
frying pan.
I had bacon wrapped barbecue chicken for dinner tonight.
That would be good. I was gonna do chicken tonight, but you know, I'm out of gas on the grill. So, yeah. How many other people don't like tomatoes? Kyle?
Jerry, go into your ESC. There may be settings in ESC that the motor's turned down.
Sun's out, guns out, Kyle.
I'm looking for
Oh,
a
Outlaw
recipe.
Farmer likes raw spinach. Yeah, we get it. We hit a nerve here. Spinach. People like spinach. They want to talk about spinach.
One guy and you. Why the thought of the Just Stock 13.5 EDM?
That was just a brought up thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ed brought it up.
At least the moon's not out. No tomatoes. I agree with you, Pete Ludwig.
Yeah,
no
Pete.
tomatoes.
Pete Ludwig's on, not Brett.
Yeah, where's Brett? Usually there'd be a smart ass
This is
comment
the
by
Food
now.
Network. We could do some cooking.
And we look just as good as the people that are on the Food Network.
I look like the fat judge. But the thing what they got me today tastes like crap.
Okay, John Bath, if we're speaking of salads, would you call a sandwich a salad?
Do you think the guy in the middle here has ever ate a salad?
Yeah,
Because
chicken
he's not a
salad.
sandwich. Because he considers a sandwich a salad.
It's the
When they say,
same
"Hey, you're-
ingredients.
When they say, hey, you're so fat, have you ever thought about a salad? He goes, every day. I have a salad every day as he takes a big bite out of his Wawa hoagie.
Brett is shitting.
Yeah, you think just because it has lettuce, tomato, onions, and all that on a bun, it's a salad?
But here's the yes.
I-
But here's the thing. Like, you could put a lot of this, like, a taco's basically a burrito, isn't it? Because it's the same crap.
Yeah, it's just hard shell.
Right. But it's
But a soft- I
prepared
don't-
differently.
Yeah, like a soft taco to me is not a soft taco. It's a burrito.
It kind of is. I do agree there.
Yeah.
But it's still a soft taco.
Yeah.
But it's just the way it's prepared. It makes it something different. You could put it's like a math problem with all the same numbers, but you get a different answer. It's completely possible.
It's the same ingredients. It's the same thing.
No.
Yes.
No, you're just too simple.
No. So
You're too simple.
I'll Google it.
Is a sandwich
You know
a
what?
salad?
Want to know what I had on? I think it was Thursday night
Did
at
you
the
have a
campground.
fucking salad?
No, I had this large ice cream cone with nerds on top of it.
Yeah.
A hot dog is a sandwich. Yes.
Some people would argue no. You know what I say to that question? I just don't care. I'm going to eat a fucking hot dog.
Language.
And
You
you
like
know
the
what?
wieners.
I had too many hot dogs this weekend. Someone wanted hot dogs Saturday, so we had hot dogs. And then Sunday, we go to the drive-in. And I wanted a pizza, but the pizza place was closed. So,
Food can only be a soup, salad, or a sandwich.
I had cheesesteaks on
What?
Blackstone on
food
Saturday.
can only be a soup, salad, or sandwich.
All sandwiches are salads.
Just because you found it on the internet, you think it's true?
Yeah, I know,
Somebody
yeah.
paid a lot of money to do research.
Where?
Right there.
Salad theory.
All sandwiches are salad. They just haven't been tossed yet.
Ha!
Wait, that's on GitHub. No, that's just some lunatic guy coming up with that.
No.
Salad theory. It's a theory. It's not proven.
It's proven, right?
It's not
right
proven.
There.
Just because you saw it on the internet doesn't mean it's true.
Yeah.
You
There's
could
a
put-
lot of things
you
on the
know,
internet
you
that are
could-
fake.
You could make your own post on there saying you're the best looking guy in the world. That doesn't mean it's true. Just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's true.
Yeah, that's very true.
You're just mad that I found
Because we said that in real life, not on the internet.
You're just mad.
Oh wait, now it's on the internet.
You're just mad.
So now, no, I'm not mad. It's just I
You're just mad. Because
I
a
just-
salad is a sandwich, and a sandwich is a salad. Aaron likes footlongs.
From Latma.
add croutons, then it's a sandwich in bowl form.
See?
Well,
Yes, thank you, Palancar.
steaks with onions, a salad. Oscar Mayer. I do like footlongs.
Barney, we're talking about what we could be eating at the RC track here.
Yeah.
Well, off to sleep. This is now RC stuffs. Yeah, come on, Barney.
Murphy!
I mean, what don't they have at RC tracks that you'd like to have to eat?
Open bar.
Open bar? That would be nice. I mean, just imagine those mains by the time we get all fucking.
Could it be
cleaned
any worse than what some of the mains are already?
up. Yeah, I've seen some that are pretty bad. Pete, what would you say about that?
What up, kitty? Meow!
Is that like mayo and Miracle Whip? Miracle Whip's horrible.
Oh no,
I don't
Miracle
eat mayo.
Whip's better.
I don't like mayo.
I don't like mayo either. I like Miracle
I
Whip.
don't like either.
Y'all are insane.
Mayo is just. I mean,
Mayonnaise.
yeah, that's
Mayonnaise.
what you're having. It's just. Oh God. It's like you've taken a jar of phlegm and you put it on your sandwich. It's the same consistency.
I don't know what. I'm assuming you're not putting your freaking mayonnaise in in a freaking cup in a refrigerator because it sounds like you're just wearing a thick mayonnaise.
Sandwich is the one thing I could eat for every meal. Yeah, I could probably do that. You can have a sandwich in all kinds of different forms.
Yeah, if you put it in a bowl,
Hot
it's a
sandwich,
salad.
cold sandwich. No, it's a fucking salad. Can you eat? Here's the criteria for soup versus sandwich. Can I eat a salad with my hands and
No.
not be uncivilized?
Yes. What's
Not be
a salad
unsalad.
wrap?
It's a wrap.
Yeah, it's the same ingredients wrapped in a freaking piece of lettuce. It's the same thing, and it's civilized.
No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
It's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. That was good timing.
You're just mad because I'm smarter than you.
All right, let's move on to something
Pete
other than
once,
food.
he got a sandwich once, had mayo on it, and I literally threw it out the door. I believe him. I would do the same.
No, not the door, the front door. There's
know-
a difference. Throw it in the back door, throw it in the front
I got
door.
coffee once with cream in it. I threw it out the front door.
I never had a cup of coffee in my life.
I haven't
You're
either.
lucky.
Never drank one in my life.
Neither
You're
have I.
lucky.
I wake up in the morning. When you see me early in the morning at the track,
What's it like?
I'm nice and bright and cheery.
What's it like to be able to get up and not need to have coffee?
Very easily.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
just
you don't
get
know,
up.
You don't know the burden. Wait, you get a coffee addiction, and you can't get up without it.
Yep.
You get out of bed and go.
I don't like the taste.
I'm gonna have to get and move to go get coffee in order to be functional. There are times like
Dude,
The only thing
oh,
I'm worried
man,
about
don't
when
have
I
any
get up in
coffee
the morning is
house.
to go pee.
No, I got to make the coffee before the pee.
No, see.
Yeah.
You know what's amazing?
I've had to drive before with no coffee. It's the same as being
So,
drunk.
You're not gonna believe this, but I could get up in the morning for work 10 minutes before I have to leave and be on time.
I believe that.
I can too.
Yeah, I mean,
I wake up just good looking.
I'm ugly. I don't have to worry about that problem.
Yeah. Okay. Who all thinks that Preston's good looking? Let us know. Please. Send
Sounded
your
good.
women to him because he's looking for him.
It sounded good.
Don't tell his wife that. I don't think she'd like that.
She's not watching.
No.
No.
She's-
No women's watching this either. So.
That's not true. Barney's watching. You
Oh,
put him in a wig.
Really?
I think my wife's 5'2", and I think she's taller than Barney.
You'd be turned on by Barney in a wig?
I'll turn on by Barney now. Whoa.
All right, makes sense. Cold brew now.
It's like Godzilla and the people.
So, Aaron.
Listen, I've had cold coffee. Like the coffee gets too cold,
Oh,
God,
Aaron, I gotta
yeah,
ask you
terrible.
this. If it's like 105 degrees outside, you still have to drink. You still got to
Yeah.
drink coffee.
Yeah, yeah.
You're nuts.
I will even stop at Wawa sometimes. Like if I'm coming home from work and it's like, man, this drive on 422 is too long. I'll stop at Wawa to get coffee
So-
to wake me up for the rest of the drive.
You're
So
nuts.
I've driven with him where it's been like 100 degrees out. He's like, can we stop for coffee?
I don't say, can we stop? I just say, we're going to stop.
Yeah, we're going to stop for
See
coffee.
now.
Oh,
See, Pete's wife's listening. Poor lady.
sort of listening.
Hi, Pete's wife.
Hey, Pete's wife.
I'm
Thank you
sorry
for
you had to
being
deal
the-
with Brett.
Thank you for being the token female we have. Now, we've hit all the demographics.
The midgets. The short people.
Yeah.
Whoa, we're canceled.
We got an Asian.
Right next to us.
No, I ain't Asian. Barney would never let me into this club.
What did you say?
I ain't Asian.
Sounds like you said Hawaiian Asian. If you're a Hawaiian, go put your flower shirt on. You can be a Hawaiian Asian.
I don't have a Hawaiian shirt.
Great.
I could get one. I could do Hawaiian shirt Mondays.
No. That means I have to put effort into coming here.
You always do. She smiled and said hi.
Oh. See,
yeah.
Pete, we did something you can't do. Make her smile.
Wow.
Man.
Wow.
Oh, poor Pete.
Red Bull and a shot of shine gets the day started. Yeah, that's a jump start.
He said, yeah, Brett's a lot. See, Tracy also listens to us. Colonel's wife. I just got a text.
Okay.
Yeah, you thought we got no women listening to this. We do.
Well, we ain't getting none. What's up with that?
You have a wife.
Well, you're single.
I got what I got right here, man.
Dibs.
Got dibs on the top.
Wait,
what?
what?
What do you
Wait. Tim's on the top. Ew.
What do you do? Put a hole in it? Which direction? Are you going lengthwise?
There's women watching.
Are you going this way.
See, this is
I
why,
mean-
man. I feel bad for the women viewers, man.
What?
Look at you perverted.
I mean,
We should talk about racing.
I don't think you go lengthwise. All right, let's talk about racing.
We got a big race coming up this week. Oh, wait, that's what I wanted to pull up because I know President ain't going to do it because he don't got no information.
For what I race?
Yeah.
You should have it memorized.
It's Saturday.
Yeah, what's the points breakdown? You don't know. Yeah, I knew
I
you.
posted,
don't know.
I posted that like
you
2
don't
months ago.
know.
Yeah, you don't know.
You have to go back a while.
he's
Yeah, don't
Rosie
worry.
Perez.
I did it
He's
yesterday.
Rosie Perez now.
Yeah, you have to
You
go back
don't
a while.
know.
What's your freaking Ghost Rider? Poor guy's gonna kill himself.
You got to go back a while because it's been a while since we
It's
had a race.
July. It's fine.
June.
It's okay. We're in August.
I mean, that wheel's been smooth.
You should put it on your sprinkler.
I hit the
Probably.
back. I hit the back arrow. I gotta do it all over again.
So,
Oh, hey, Dave Peak won Grand Champion at the stand in New York.
Oh,
Nice.
stay peak watching.
so yes, Saturday we have our final race of the series,
Okay.
weather permitting.
Really?
We are going to try our hardest to get it Saturday, even if we got to bump it back.
Okay.
It's a Saturday. What else are you guys going to do at night?
I can't answer that question, but Kyle will be like, "Oh, I gotta go to Grandview."
They ain't going to be racing.
I didn't say any of that. I had,
It's a while.
I had another answer, but there's women watching.
Wait, what? Toilet
Oh, right,
watching?
you pay. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Right there, right there. Okay, right there.
So this underdog race for next year, I hear there's gonna be more shows.
There is 6 of them.
Where are they gonna be at?
No, you got to bring. No, I got to bring that up.
Well, let's have him talk about points here. That's a tease for later.
All right, going into the final race. Late model, really close.
It-
Rowdy Hefner has a 1-point lead
We know Rowdy Hefner.
over Chris Intellisano. He's got 199. Walden, 197. Strauser, 193. Lance, 191. And Todd Ravel, 190. Novice with a drop. Wyatt Young with 200. Emily Sauter with 195. Caleb Sarrock with 195. And Riley Spittle with 193. Stock Mud Boss with a drop. Dylan McNichol, cheater, 201. Chris Spittle with 193. I have 192. Gary Labe has 191. Ray Horning has 188. Aaron Shaw 187. Midget, your champion already. Garrett Williamson 200 has locked up the points because he's won every race, I think.
No, he has a second place in the first race.
Les Hartzell second with 194. RJ Hitch with 188. Merritt Butler with 187. And Matt Jolly with 184. Tying with John Pauly with 184. EDM points would be Preston Selfanger with 200. Brian Strauser with 195. Dylan McNichol with 194. Todd Ravel with 194. And Anthony Potsman, 193. 410 mod sprint, your champion is going to be Phil Cooper, 201. Chris Klein has 198. Liquid Lou Ciccone with 194. And Gary Winston, 193. Is Gary coming?
Yeah.
Is Lou coming?
No.
So that means Gary's going to take over Lou.
It all depends on what the other race was.
And Cowboy has 190. And with Aaron Miller has 190. 13-5 sprint, Dylan McNichol has 199. Jason Gasly has 196. I've heard he was confirmed he'll be there. Steve Goodhart, 195. Did not see if he's coming or not yet.
He'll be there.
He might be on vacation this week.
I think he leaves probably.
No, that's the week after when we have the ultimate race.
Yeah.
Okay. Dennis Ruth, 192. Alex Moore, 189. I have 188. Aaron has 186.
Just think if you would have known how to drive a sprint car earlier in this series.
Whoa. Somebody took my one away from me because he wanted it out of the way.
You didn't have a win. You had to be in the lead first to get a win.
I was coming and someone tried to junk me into turn 1.
So, now you want to
I
know.
prefer it in your general direction.
How can we get McNichols to switch to J-Body? Ask him.
Yeah.
Just ask him.
I don't know how much he's going to run mud balls after this year.
True.
Man, that stinks.
He pretty much said he's done mud balls racing.
He's always says
Yeah.
that, but him and Kurt aren't gonna switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll always run with Kurt.
So, schedule for next year. March 8th, we open up at the factory. That's their final race of the year for the indoor track.
So that one's not gonna get rained out.
Nope, that one definitely won't get rained out. Unless Garrett really puts a rain shower in
Gary
there.
gets mad. He goes, "We ain't running.
Yeah.
I gotta go somewhere else. We ain't running."
April 26th is at First Capital. May 17th at Leicester's. June 21st, 183. And we're going to do something really smart for all the other tracks here. We're taking off July and August. Because that seems to be the busiest 2 months of racing there is. So we're just going to take the 2 months off.
You just like to.
And then Pheasantland is going to either be September 13th or 20th. We are waiting to see when the 76er is.
It's gonna be, I think it's the second or third week every year.
It was the 21st this year, so we're thinking it's going to be the 20th next year, but we don't want to confirm the Pheasantland race until we know that one.
I think it's the third week every year.
And then the final race will be October 4th at W1RC.
Is this schedule subject to change?
Could be one added.
Could it be? I don't know.
There could be an earlier one added.
Mm.
Sometime in November, December, January, February.
So, rain dates. Do you have rain dates?
Our rain dates this year is going to be the Sundays. Sunday after the race is going to, whatever, hopefully we can get it in that weekend. If not, we got July and August that maybe we can fit a race in somewhere.
Interesting.
We're going to do a drop. And a couple of the rules are going to be changed. Tire rule for mods is going to be changing. 13.5 sprint and midget is going to stay the same. We're going to stick to the same classes we had this year. The 3 mod classes, they're going to get a little bit of a tweak.
Mm-hmm.
And we're thinking about tweaking our race system too. We're not going to do the seeding and points.
I like it seeing in points.
Trying to make the day go a little better, faster. A little cleaner racing.
Maybe.
I like the seating.
Pete, I'll ask Dylan, by the way.
But that's just some thinking right now. We're going to gather some intel from people. We got till March to figure this out, so. Or maybe sooner. That'll be it. But we're hoping this Saturday is going to be a night we can at least get it in at night. I mean, that track, if it gets rain, that track, you're going to have a lot of grip.
Yeah.
It's going to be nice, and it's going to be quick. If you haven't been to 183, it is a very nice, smooth track.
Feels like WNRC to me.
You got to get off of turn 2.
Yeah.
If you don't get off of turn 2...
If you don't get off of turn 2, run practice until you get off of turn 2.
Yeah, because if you don't...
That's where you get all your momentum comes into 2, going into 3. That's turn 1, coming off of 4 into 1, everyone's good.
Yep.
You're going to be like dead even speed. But if you're not good coming off of 2...
Work to get that car to come off of turn 2.
What's the challenge about coming off a turn 2?
It's just...
It's like RJ's. Well, that wall comes up so much quicker than you think it's going to.
Back stretch is a little tighter than the front stretch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't have the room to arch out as much.
All right.
And if you pinch it, coming off of turn 2, you're spinning out going right into the inside wall.
Yep.
That's the corner you got to get off of.
The people say it says like it doesn't really have a dog leg, but it drives like a dog leg.
Yes.
You drive like a dog leg.
But yeah, if you go out there and practice and your car won't come off of turn 2, do some work.
But it all depends, because my car wouldn't go off a turn 2 until the main, and then my car came to life.
Mine did all day.
See, mine did not. BL2 is going to be weird with 9019.
Yeah.
Because no one's going to be able to put bigger gears in to come off that corner. So it's going to be definitely a learning curve. I think it's going to be a pretty good race.
Yeah.
Even though Aaron's going to be in it.
So let me ask you this.
I don't need to go.
Is this your last big race of running BL2?
No, probably.
Or is it going to be the end of the summer series?
Last big race? No, because I'll be running at Ultimates.
Okay, I didn't know at the end of outdoor. Is this going to be? Are you hanging up the BL2s?
No.
No, because there's always going to be times when that's the only class you got to run.
Okay.
See,
And it's fun to run.
BL2
Your series is the only series I ran a full schedule on BL2 with this year.
Yeah.
What are you running next year in our series?
I don't know. I don't know yet.
13.5 sprint.
I like stick with the BL. I like traveling with the BL2.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like I don't want to travel with the EDM and a 13.5 or whatever hell I run next year, because that's just too much to handle in one quick races.
All right.
Now here's a
I mean,
question.
first you got to get, you get running your EDM more and get more experience and figure out what it needs to get it set up. Right now, we're at the point where it's like we're just starting to figure out. Oh, okay. Well, if we do this car will be a little better. This car's all right now, but we could do this, it'll be a little better. We're at that point now.
I'm hoping that the track I go to this year for dirt is going to be running EDMs. Because
Indoor?
that would be my plan, run indoor EDM.
Okay. I bet that place will.
So, October 19th, are you boys coming with me down to WNRC for his big race?
As long as the schedule's clear, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I like the track. I would go back there again.
I don't know.
I mean, I can see that.
October's a weird month. It's a big car racing month.
Oh, Aaron doesn't have to worry about that.
Yeah, you
I
don't
just
gotta
gotta
worry
worry
about
about work. But I think on the weekend might be all right. So, because there's always
Because that's a
Sunday.
race. If any of you guys watching have never been there, get down to that race. Support Adam.
Yeah,
Adam's a great
I
guy.
would like to go back down there, especially with the 13.5 sprint and run that again. Because that car was really good there. It's just,
And the track's better when it's cooler.
yeah. I mean, we didn't realize it, but something broke on the car.
Yeah.
So,
But that track's a
car
lot-
would have been, that car still would have been good. And the BL2 was good there. And that thing just hooked right up.
Yeah,
we liked driving that track.
You have to drive it.
You know, it was a fun driving track. I mean,
I came from the
we
BMA.
put the cars right down. They ran right away.
Because did you get second or not? You get second to Dylan.
I did.
So I was third then.
See, he always wants to take my spots.
No, I asked you because I don't remember.
All right, Kyle, I want to put you on the spot here for next year in our series.
Yeah.
Would you be the announcer?
Will you split with me? Announcing.
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Yeah, I would do it. I just, as long as I can make, I think I can make them all. It just
Okay.
depends.
Yeah.
I have no problem. I like announcing. What about you, Rashawn? What are you doing for next year's series? I'm gonna run Navish. You run for 51? You're not 51 yet, are you?
Oh, I'm 52, asshole.
Oh. So, when I talk about Aaron's age, it's because I literally have no freaking idea how old he really is. Oh.
Oh.
So, because you can't run it next
And
year.
August 17th, you'll be at Ultimate, not with us up
No, it's a sprint race, ain't it?
at yeah.
Yeah.
Not with us up at
That'll be the
Leicesters.
next to final race, and gotta kind of stick with that. I'm leading the points. So,
You can take that off.
nah, because I already missed the
And
first
we'll all
one.
be at the race for us.
And
Hopefully.
the nice thing about the Ultimate race, pays cash at the end of the series. So, I'm like, oh, do a lot with that cash.
Are you going? Are we having a banquet for your series?
No.
We should.
Next year, I think you should if there's 6 races.
Banquet's so cool.
But you gotta find a place that'll let you go there, and not charge you an arm and a leg. That's the biggest issue.
There's an easy place I'll let them have it right down the road, with a lot of tables and a kitchen.
Doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
I always thought Fezline should have a banquet too.
But then it would be a racing banquet. But you know, if things come to pass, you might be able to do it there next year and keep people entertained.
Yeah.
Maybe even have a kickoff. We're not gonna get into
You
that.
you said cook off wrong, man.
kickoff.
Yeah, cook off.
Yeah, kickoff.
So I
Preston knows.
really enjoy Ultimate Racing Banquet. I really enjoyed that last year going to that.
I agree.
Because it's like, we're done competing against each other. We're just out there to have fun, talk,
Yeah.
give each other shit the whole time.
But we weren't. We didn't really go there every week to play some points.
No,
So we weren't really there for anything other than
the clap.
we're just here to hang out.
We were just there to clap.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. We didn't run this full time.
Right. So this year, I mean, you know,
I've only run.
We might get a couple positions.
I've only run for 1 point this year, and that's our series. That's the only points I ran this year. It's been more enjoyable that way.
I ran for 2. Well, technically 3, I guess, but I'm not going to do anything in it.
What's that?
13.5 Big Block in Fezland.
It's fun racing. Just
I have to do one more 13.5 race, and Jason can't be there because he has Wilbur race to be.
I ran I ran points with Ultimate for Big Block and Sprint. I ran your series for BL2 and Sprint.
Yeah, I missed out being able to run for Sprint on Thursday nights. I missed too many races because one, didn't have a car, and two, by the time I decided, well, I'm going to jump into that, we just...
And then Ultimate Saturday, 13.5 points were running for that.
Yeah.
And I think that's it.
I think the 13.5 on Saturdays is probably the bigger one, other than the Underdog.
Mm-hmm.
The Underdog was hopping rides and just didn't really have any luck there with the 13.5. It would run good, it just didn't have any luck to
Well, you got to
get
look.
a finish.
We've had averaged over 20 cars per, so you got to get luck.
Huh?
We've averaged over 20 13.5s.
I know, you got to have some luck. I
Yeah.
mean, every time I go there, the car will be fast, but then something happens.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
It was my problem.
So.
My problem with 13.5 this
And then
year.
switching cars and, like, not really having a full-time ride. Would have been nice just to drive a different car every race.
So my biggest problem with this first night, I started 6th and couldn't get around you because you were waiting for your car to kick in, and it never kicked in. It just kicked me to the side.
This is a shame.
Yeah, and most of them
car
are.
was just so fast and qualifying and the seating. It's like, what the hell happened?
See, your car and his car that I was driving flipped. Mine wasn't that good in the heat. It was okay in the heat to maintain, but in the main, it just came to life. And I was back marked in traffic.
And that car,
See that other car?
Dylan's
yeah,
been
the
driving.
one I
Yeah,
got.
Dylan took it over.
yeah.
What was the next race? Pheasantland? Pheasantland, I was way under geared, I found out.
I mean,
and-
I would love to go out the 997 Wharf Outlaw, but it's a good 2-hour drive.
It's over that because I went to a campground that's the
It
exit.
took me 2 hours at one time.
Okay,
Me and Will
I went to a
out there.
campground out there, and it's a haul.
And I liked it. I went up there for the on-road, and I liked it. It's just I wanted to get out there. It's 2 freaking hours. It requires leaving here around 5:30 in the morning to get there. But, I mean, it's a great facility. I mean, you get there. If Billy Nye would have realized, there was a room there where you could actually lay down, he wouldn't have had to sleep on the concrete.
I wonder.
But, that seems like a Billy thing. He just wanted to sleep on the concrete.
I would really like to figure out what I could have done because I got wrecked in the first race. Second race, I missed qualifying by 1 spot for being under geared. Third race, I was leading the feature and got taken out. So I've had speed for almost all the races. I just never had luck.
Yeah, I had speed in all the races, just didn't have luck. Something went bad. Like the second one, I'm running third, solid third, the first time in that car. Someone spins it, I go low, just barely swipes the inside of turn 1 and it just pops the shock off. It was done. 8 laps to go, running third. After I think I won like a couple of the heats.
Mm-hmm.
So
The big track, I really struggled in that big track. That big track really hurt me that day because, well, the first night I was leading the feature in the BL2. I TQ'd at the factory.
Yeah.
Got taken out by a lap car in the sprint in the mud boss. Second race I struggled. I think I ended up 4th or 5th. WNRC struggled most of the day. Finished 3rd. So I mean I've been a top 3 car, just not top 3 results.
yeah, it's racing luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dylan's just good.
Well, my EDM, the first 2 races, I've sucked and won, and then the other one I seeded good, and then I sucked the rest of the day. So my car's got to suck at the beginning of the day for me to do good.
I just think it's gonna be tough, especially if you're saying Kurt's coming. It's gonna be a pretty good class because Gary's gonna be there. Gary's ran it already. Chris Spittle, I'm assuming is coming.
Mm-hmm.
So Dylan is just good everywhere. And yeah, this guy over here.
Dylan's pretty much just got to get in the A-main.
I mean, we went out there. I just really wanted to run the sprint car because, first it was supposed to be late model. I really just wanted to run that.
And that car
I
was
didn't really care about the 12 turn because the first race, what did I showed up half hour before it started.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Grab Will's
I
car.
I didn't race. I didn't even take any laps with Will's car until we went out there
Yeah.
because it was like, well, what the fuck am I going to run? in the BL2. He's just like, went out there. It's like, well, it goes around. Got one round of practice, and then, I felt lucky to get what I got there.
I really see.
It was just that when the sprint car, it's like, took that out, and it's like, oh, this is fast, and I beat Ed. Like, I didn't expect that.
I think I took yours at, like 3 minutes in practice, and I'm like, I'm not breaking it in practice. It's too small. I'm just gonna run main.
I'm just like, we'll just drive it in this heat. What's it going to help to practice? Not going to help anything.
That's how I was.
With 15 cars out there trying to practice. I'm not going to be able to tell anything. But then when they're out there, oh, this thing drives easy. So
The matter I got in the sprint car, the better I got with it. Ed
and
says
then by the time we went to the next race, it's like all I really wanted to do was drive the sprint car. So that's why I showed up.
Ed wants to know what's a car on the table.
TTO2.
I have a question. You know how
Cowboy
boots.
Is it Dave? Which one?
It's both. So
Brian Horning asked, do you think 13.5 big block is going away? No, it's just,
Hit or miss.
Yeah.
it's doing what it does every year. Starts out real strong, dies off.
Yeah.
So it does
And it'll
every
come back
year.
towards the end of the year. That's what it did last year.
A lot of people at the beginning of the year asked us.
Brian, you got a 13.5 big block. You got to run it. You got to run them. So, I mean, I've been out there all season. You've been out there all season. You see how it is. Like, sometimes we'll have a decent field, and other times it's like, well, there's only 2 of us entered, Kyle. We're not going to run this, are we? 'Cause that's stupid.
I don't want to run it anymore. I don't like it. Beginning of the season, I was like, yeah, this is cool again. It's pretty fun. And I got right back to where I was. I'm like, this thing's stupid.
I like it.
So, Motorama's sign up is in November. What are you running out there then?
First, we got to get in.
Well, if you do get in.
Probably the BLT or in the 13.5 Sprint if they do that. Tamiya, what's that for? That was my first Tamiya kit for road racing, so I use that for TTO2 production. And then, you get one Tamiya, like you break so many parts and you buy those part trees, then you wind up building 5 more. So that's just the way it works.
So
then I wound up with a bunch of them.
Motorama, I think I'm going to be crew chief in Motorama. I'm going to be racing this year.
Why?
I can't get off work.
Just for
You don't have to go. You can just race Saturday and Sunday.
I thought you qualified Friday.
You have
Seed.
3 rounds of qualifying. So you just don't do seeding. You run 2 rounds of qualifying on
you
Saturday.
just show up and they'll
That
throw
I
you
would do.
whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it could work out in your favor. It could work out, but you're screwed.
I want to try it. Like, I want to go to Motorama.
Yeah, you just come out Friday night after work.
See, I thought Friday was heats.
No, Friday morning is practice. Then you have seeding round, and then you have your first round of heats.
Okay.
Then Saturday you have 2 rounds of heats.
So is it Friday night like the heats?
You may make it out in time for your heat on Friday night.
Brian, pretty much every track runs Blinky. I mean, Ultimate says that I think it's open, but I mean...
No, it's supposed to be Blinky, I think.
It's supposed to be Blinky?
And everyone
Alright.
checks it.
But the fastest guy up there is Jim.
On a just stock system.
Yeah, and he's with the Just Stock, and he's fine. I mean, I wouldn't say that... I wouldn't say not run it just because, everybody else is running Boost. I mean, how about it? Those guys that run Boost, how many times can you really use Boost in the big block?
Sure.
Preston. Not often.
No.
I mean, you can't use it at the rank. It's really hard to do. You got to have the car really set up, and nobody does. That track's just been slick all year. Ultimate, yeah, you could get away with it on a nice day when everything's real sticky and it's really sticking good. Yeah.
Jerry, both of my cars are set up for EDM.
I don't have a late model.
Well, actually, my one car is set up for a late model right now, but I stole parts off of it, and hopefully my parts come before the weekend.
So, if I do the Motorama, it'd be 13.5 Sprint and BL2.
I'm hoping that their 360 Sprint this year is actually 13.5 Sprint.
Yeah, they had it last year. I was looking at the results.
But
It's
not-
that was 17.5.
No, it's mod and mod. 360 Sprint's mod.
Why?
410's mod.
Why was it mod?
They were just
I don't
trying.
understand.
They were just trying to keep, if you are a sponsored driver, out of the 360 class. Because when I ran 360 2 years ago, it was mod.
Okay.
And then I moved up to 410 this year, and it's
Well, they'll have
mod.
the rules posted when they do the entries. Right?
Adam is trying to work on Alfie, the guy that runs Motorama, to make it 13.5 just stock.
Yeah, that's the one thing. If you go there with only one class, do you really want to go there just with one class and just sit there all that day?
No. No, that's pretty boring.
But I mean, if you go out there and you run 360 sprint, you could run your 360 sprint with your 13.5 motor.
Sure, but what would be the point?
And you'd be fine. You don't have to run the 10.5s, 8.0s like we do in 410. Last year, that track, you couldn't put that power down.
Sure, but every once in a while, some of those guys are going to figure it out. And then where's the fun?
You can add boost to
Here
your
we go.
13.5.
Well, can't do it with a 13.5 just stop.
You want to know what I ran 2 years ago when I finished third in 360?
What?
13.5 with no boost.
I don't know. We'll see.
Because there's more about
Would you?
Not getting wrecked.
yes.
I mean, I would have. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would pay, especially with the cost of the entry fees. It's not exactly cheap. Would you pay? How much is it? $100? $130?
I forget what it is.
Would you pay $130 going into a class? It's like, well, I don't have anything that really fits it, but I'll run this 13.5 just stock motor.
No, you take the 13.5 motor that you have sitting right there in your
Yeah.
slot machine,
Yeah, I
and you
guess
got a
could.
160 amp ESC.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But I've never run one of those before to see how that car reacts because those motors are a lot torqueier.
You got
So
till February to try it.
yeah, well, we'll see.
I think they're going to go 13.5 sprint.
I mean, yeah.
I'm
they
hoping
just
with
left it
the,
alone.
how it's grown in this area.
With all the big name guys that help run Motorama are telling them to do this. So,
I mean, it's also outside this area too. It's
Yeah.
not just here.
But the biggest thing is, if you look at the 360 sprint class out there, it's a lot of the guys from this area.
mm-hmm.
The 410 sprint cars is your Custom Works drivers, your GFRP drivers,
You're going to be racing them,
I'm not allowed to run 360.
so he'll be in the email.
Where were you this year? You were in one CT.
E?
Were you in E?
Yeah, I couldn't get a hold of
See,
that.
I told you.
I didn't think he was out low.
You had a
I'm
bad
every
day.
other year out of Motorama, it seems like that.
So this year you'll be good.
Who knows?
Are you going
never
this
know,
year?
Too. Like the track could be really good this year.
So-
goes every year.
I think the track is going to be better this year because Garrett is having more experience building a track for one weekend shows.
Even with a lot of experience with the dirt they had, you weren't going to get a good track.
Yeah, but I think he's learning how to make it better.
The problem was it was so wet.
Yeah.
There was nothing you could.
So if we would took, now I don't know if it'll work, but we know we did it one night. If he would take that stuff that Chad put on the track, would that have helped?
The problem was the track. It was so much water.
Mm.
Like we just put that in spots where it was just so much water.
At Motorama.
Yeah.
To soak up the sponginess. To just
Yeah,
get
it was
the
just so
moisture out.
much.
Well, I mean, everything was frozen, then it came unfrozen.
Yeah.
And then it's just you got sinkholes.
Yeah,
So it's
It was
just what
spongy.
happens. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
honestly, the dirt that they gave them was
The worst of the
dirt.
worst.
Was
Yeah.
shit dirt. I mean, when we were there Thursday helping, we would follow Garrett around picking up broken glass bottles out of it, sticks, rock. I mean, it was just
It'd be great to be a marshal and fall on that.
it was just horrible dirt.
Oh, I can't marshal why. There's a glass bottle through my foot.
Yeah, it was.
I'm done marshaling for the day, boys.
What is boost in RC motors?
Boost. Do you want to explain it?
I don't know how to explain it.
All right, if you have a ESC that is open, like a Hobby Wing XR10 Pro is what I run. The FG one, Tekin RS Pros. You can hook it up to your program box you have. You scroll through it, and you'll see a place that says Boost. And you can add Boost. It gives it more power.
Well, how does it add more boost? Just more power? Just more electricity running through
Yes,
it?
it gives you that
It
punch.
says, hey, instead of giving it...
It's not necessarily more power, it's just more punch.
Okay.
And then there's a turbo.
But you could also change the RPM when it kicks in.
Yes, you can either have it on auto that it comes right on, or you can have it say it comes on at 2,000 RPMs.
Right. So it comes off either right off the line, or you can
Yeah.
say, I don't want this to come until mid-track.
Because
Because I don't want to blow the wheels off.
if you were listening to Phil Cooper's mod sprint at Pheasantland the other Sunday.
Yeah.
Halfway down the track, it sounded like he was hitting another gear.
Yeah.
It'd be.
Yeah.
He had it that it would come on late, so that coming off the corner, it would be calm.
Now, what's the turbo?
Turbo's end of the straightaway, more top
Okay.
end.
All right. Well, you can also adjust the timing with those too
Yes.
from the ESC.
Yeah.
Instead of doing it on the M-Bell.
Yeah.
So if I have my motor set at, let's say, 45, I can tell it to adjust the timing to 60?
Yeah, it just. I was always
How
told.
does it do that without being able to do it mechanically?
I was always told you want to keep your motor timing and your boost below 80
Okay.
combined.
All right.
That's what I was always told.
Alright.
Because if you go over that, that's when you start having the pooms.
Boom.
Oops.
Boom.
Oops.
Oopsies.
Yeah, that's what I was always told.
Mooga, what?
But when you start running mod motors, you don't have to put boost in most of the time.
Right. Yeah, because you got so much power as is.
Yeah.
It
If
looks
you got
like,
you got an 8-turn motor. You got more power than it already knows what to do with.
doesn't it seem like boosted is going away?
For what?
Like,
Yeah.
just overall.
Now, like on Friday night, the last Friday night we
Well,
ran
it's
at
more advanced classes, and we don't really see much of that anymore, do we?
the last Friday night on the big track. I ran at a 7.0 with 20 boost in.
How do you do that?
I got one of those ESCs. I just don't know how to adjust it. I looked at it once. I'm like, yeah, this looks complicated.
I always forget that I can change that kind of stuff.
And what?
Like, on the just like you can turn your punch up.
Yeah, you can do that.
You know, I've been at 0 since I've had the car.
Yeah, I know.
I never
I asked you
realized
once
that.
if you wanted to change. You're like, no.
I never realized it was a
You're
0.
at 1.
Yeah, I was at 0. I never thought I was at. I
Did
thought.
you ever change it?
I'm at the 4 now.
Let's put it to 9. If it's a just stock, you don't need to worry about that. You're never going to spin the tires off of that thing.
Usually I do.
You'll be fine.
Brian, you can run both.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was at. I don't know how Friday night I got away with it without having being a.
I mean,
I
the
do
only
that
one I
for-
really touch the boost, the punch on would be the big block, because sometimes it just lights the tires up, and sometimes it's like, well, you know what? I don't want it to come in that hard when you're coming off the corner.
There's a dirty choke in there somewhere.
Probably. So I
Now,
mean,
see,
I'll do
like
it there.
midgets, most people have them down.
Because there's this evil.
Yeah.
I am convinced the midget is the most evil car to drive ever.
You know, if they just put a wing on it, it'd be a lot faster and easier to drive.
Boost advances timing at certain RPM, determining the setting sent do you see. Too much boost and timing equals kapow. I know, LOL, says Lappa.
And Horning asks, the guys that run mod sprints shouldn't be allowed to drop down around 13.5 spring line. I don't care. Let them. It's
No.
fine.
No.
I have a good time racing with Kane, Lou, and all those guys when they come down, because it just makes me want to go faster.
No.
Every time Lou would come out and like, man, he's running another 10 faster than I am. I'm going to ask him how to do it. But then you just start driving harder to see if you can do it. And then sometimes you do. It gives you something to shoot for. Like when we were at Ultimate that one time for this, what race was that?
Paul's.
Oh, Paws and Claws. And like he figured out how to go that much faster. We learned something that day, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, wouldn't have learned that if it was just me and you running, would you?
No.
Okay. So I can't object to it. I'm fine. I would say the only reason I would say that they can't come down is if there's already a mod sprint there and it's a big event. Like, all right, you know, all right, let the 13.5 guys have something.
When I
Maybe
go
then.
down
But, you know,
to
even then-
WNRC, Adam usually wants me to run the 13.5 because there's usually not enough.
Yeah.
So if I
To
run
fill
it,
out.
yeah, and it also helps his
Yeah.
guys get
Right.
faster.
I didn't have a problem with those guys running it either when we were there for the underdog race. It's like, all right, cool. Get to run with them guys. And we went out there and we threw some smackdown, didn't we?
What?
In seating, we threw some smackdown on those guys
Where?
at WNRC.
Oh, dude, I was reading comment. I was zoned out. What you were
Okay,
saying.
but yes,
I was
you know,
reading Dylan's comment.
I don't have an issue with
Dylan
it.
won. At
Yeah.
WNRC.
I don't have an issue with it.
I do. Because, okay, if we got beat by Phil Cooper, Phil Marabella, and all these guys have been in it forever, and we can never catch them.
In 13.5 sprint?
Yeah.
I can never catch him in mod.
But you can.
But, could you?
We've done it before.
We never ran against Marabella and Cooper.
Well, Cooper's never come down. Cooper won't do that because Cooper knows
But why?
I don't need to.
I agree.
He puts all of his effort in there, and same with Phil. But if they came down, it's like, well, then we got to go run after them, don't we?
But then, at that point, you're just not going to.
Why wouldn't you?
Because you're never going to get the kind of stuff that they have.
But here's the thing, and this is what I've seen out of Phil. This is what I've seen out of both Phils and those guys there. If you say, hey, man, how can I go that much faster?
Oh, they would help you. I agree.
Right.
But
So where's the problem? They've taken the same car you're running. It's like, well, try this. I'm doing this. This is what makes my car run faster. This is the gear I'm running. Try that. Things
Okay.
that you're not thinking of doing. And
I
like,
know
okay,
right
well,
now-
let me try this. It's going to make the car looser. Okay, well, let me see if I can handle it.
There's 3 of us right now that are talking that are trying to make our cars faster.
So here's what I think about this. Take him, Phil Cooper.
I beat him in
Listen,
13.5 sprint.
listen,
Yeah, with my
listen.
car.
Phil Cooper,
No, I beat him with my car.
No.
so,
Yeah, remember that?
Marabella and Russ Lebo, and all these guys that are like the top, like Cowboy, and all these guys, and put it on. Then what's the point of 13.5 sprint?
They aren't gonna run it every week.
Well, but what's the point of 13.5 sprint then?
Hey, if they want to come down every once in a while and play with
Then
us,
there's
that's fine.
then there's no point.
But they don't come down every week.
Hey, Dylan,
I'm not
you're
saying
good.
that.
I'm glad to have you run my
I'm
cars.
fine to have them come out and run with us every now and then.
Yeah, every
I
now.
don't have an issue
I'm not
with it.
saying every
and
now.
if you make a blanket rule that they can't, when can they? Only when we say, well, you know what? We think we got a shot today, so you can come down and race with us.
They should not be able to run both every week. It shouldn't be, because you're.
I would say if it's a big show and there's 410 and 360, maybe not then. All right, that's fine.
Now,
I just
I'm gonna,
don't give a
okay.
shit. I
Here's-
think it's fine.
Here's
I've
a
been
perfect
running with
example.
them. I've been running with them, and I've been having fun with them, and it just makes me want to go faster.
Bones, for instance.
Yeah.
He's struggling.
Yeah.
He's struggling in mod.
Yeah.
He
What
to-
if he came down to 13.5?
He told us at 183 that he either is going to move down to 13.5 or he's giving up.
Yeah.
He just can't compete anymore in mod.
Right.
And
He doesn't race a rigorous schedule like you do anymore, though,
Yeah.
either.
no.
He's just more casual.
And
He wants to have fun.
people say about Dennis Ruth running 13.5.
I don't have a problem with it.
He doesn't feel comfortable running mod.
Yeah.
He doesn't make a mains running mod.
Right.
Let him come down and run 13.5
Yeah.
and have fun.
Those guys, yes. But if you're a top 5 mod driver,
I'm not.
Those guys aren't.
I'm not
going,
saying you.
Those
Okay.
guys aren't going to
I
anyway.
mean, I'm on.
Because here's the thing. This is why you wouldn't go out there and run a novice race. If you showed up at a track you've never raced at before, they don't know who you are. Oh, shit. I could jump in here and get a novice win and get a 6-foot tall trophy. Or I can go to BL2 and race against Kurt, this guy, that guy, and the other guy. Are you gonna? Are you gonna go for that 6-foot tall
But guess
trophy?
what? People do, and what do we do about it? We bitch about it.
I don't see Phil Cooper doing it. I
I'm
don't see
not-
Phil Marabella doing
I
it.
I'm
feel-
not saying those guys are doing it, but I'm saying they could do it, and that's what would kill it.
Like, I have a 13.5 that I built this year to play with at Pheasantland because
Mhm.
there's no mods. But then it just
Well,
became
that's
no-
another problem too. It's
it
like
became no fun for me.
those guys would come down and there's just not enough mod to run. So, all right, they might have 4 mods. Well, there's 8 13.5 sprints. If I go in that, there's enough to put a B main of sprints
Yeah.
out there, and I can actually have fun and race.
See, right there,
I don't have an
Valentine,
issue with it.
you're wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah, I agree with Aaron. Run with the fast will make you better as a driver. No. You will not learn a single thing
I will
moving
say,
out of the way.
in sprint cars, no, you won't. Because honestly, I wish when I started racing that there was a 360 sprint like this.
Yeah,
Because when I started, all I was doing was getting out of the way, getting out of the way, getting out of the way. I never learned a damn thing.
No. BL2's the same way.
And
yeah. For a lot of those guys right now, because there isn't an intermediate class.
within the last 6 to 8 months, I finally feel like I'm capable of running
Up
with
there.
with the Phil Coopers, the Marabellas, the Russes. I'm right there.
So it's taking about 2 seasons,
3.
3 seasons. That's about right, though.
But I'm finally.
But if you
I
had
think it takes about 3 seasons to
If
really
I had a
learn.
360 sprint, I would feel I'd be a year ahead of me.
Probably, but I think it takes about 3 seasons to get really good and consistent.
That's why those guys should not be moving down on a weekly basis and running both. Okay, if you're
Some
gonna,
of them do.
that's not what I'm arguing.
I know, but I'm going to say, we don't ever see it where they come down and run weekly. We go out and race Ultimate every week, and we don't see these mod guys coming out or the 17.5 guys coming out and run the 13.5 sprint. They just don't do it.
They're running all the big races. A lot of them are moving down for big races.
I don't have an issue with it.
You just said you did.
No, I said if you wanted to break it up for the 2, that's fine. Say like, all right, if you run this, you can't run that. That's fine. But I really don't have an issue with it.
They should not be moving down for big races. They shouldn't be moving out at all. If you're a mod sprint car guy, be a mod sprint car guy. They should
right.
not. I'm running both because I'll be like fifth or sixth, but I'm gonna dominate 13.5 sprint.
When the Cup guys go down and they run, running the Busch series and took those and won every freaking race.
And everybody bitching they can only run 5 races now.
Yeah. Well, they did that in the 80s all the time. It always happened.
And everybody bitched.
Well, we were all entertained. I don't know. I don't have.
So then we might as well just jump down to novice again in big races.
I just mentioned that you wouldn't do that.
Well, these guys are. Why can't we?
I don't see the really fast guys. I don't see the Levos. I don't see the Coopers. I don't see the Marabellas doing it because they're gonna. It's not a challenge. I want to go out there and I want to focus on the car that I'm running and put all my time and effort into that.
Did you say the guy in the Dream was really good? The guy that won the Dream, was he really good?
Kurt. But I will put it this way: you don't really see him winning mods races, though. He's bottom A main, B main type.
But still making the A's.
I mean,
I know you have a problem with it. I just don't.
Like people bust on me if I run 13.5.
Well, listen, we're gonna bust your balls because of it. That's fine. You accept that.
But I'm not. I don't feel like I'm. Like
that you're a consistently top 3 mod driver.
Yeah.
Every track you go to, there's going to be about 6 drivers.
I'm working
those 6 guys could always be in the top 3.
I'm working to get into the A main.
Yeah, you're one of those guys. Like, well, he's probably going to be a B main guy, but maybe he'll make the A this week. Yeah. I don't know. I can't say I've had an issue with any of them coming down.
I just don't.
If anything, it makes me go, oh, all right. Like when we were at WNRC, and Lou's like, oh, you're the guy that went faster than I did. I'm like, yeah.
So
I'm happy about that. And like when we were at Fezziland, it's like, you're running against him. It's like, oh, I just put a lap down faster than him. All right.
Okay. I believe we gotta look at this with different eyes here. I would say, on the top of the 13.5 sprint right now, we're one of the top echelon 13.5 sprint guys. Okay? We could get
for 13.5.
We could compete.
For the local.
We could compete. The guy that's running 6, 7 every week has no shot. So you're taking an A main spot from this guy away. Is it fair for that guy?
Is it unfair?
Yes.
How?
Because he is in the novice sprint car class to learn and get better, not to get past every 2 laps.
They're going to say that about you next year after you have a year in it, and it's like, well, just can't ever bump Kyle off the podium. He's too good and fast.
No, because I'm still not running consistently.
Right now, I see you every week at Ultimate finishing on the podium.
But I'm also at identical times to everybody else.
They get faster.
Because
you went out there early in the season and you went out there and were faster than anybody.
And they got faster.
They got faster. So what did they do? They learned.
Yes.
Go faster because of you.
But I'm also in the same boat as them. I'm the same year as them. I don't have 20 years experience against these guys.
I don't know. I don't have an issue with it.
I don't think it's fair.
I'm fine.
It's just not fair. You're taking a spot out of the novice guy's spot to put it into a mod sprint car seasoned veteran. When Metzger moved down, we all complained. When Lou moved down, we all complained.
I didn't complain about Metzger.
Everybody complained.
I ain't complained about Luke coming down.
Everybody.
Did you hear me complain? Press, did you hear me
You
complain?
didn't call him a cherry picker.
Huh?
You didn't call him a cherry picker.
I didn't? Oh, yeah, everybody did, because they were busted his
So
balls.
we all called him cherry pickers.
Yeah. Well, I didn't. I wasn't the one who originated that. I can't be
But
that guy.
everybody did.
Yeah, because he enjoyed getting his balls busted. That's what you're going to do.
I don't think they belong in there.
I'm fine with it.
You're also a top echelon driver in 13.5 sprint that can compete.
I listen, if I were running 8th and barely making the A main, I wouldn't be up there to go.
I'll put it
Oh,
this way.
geez, I
right.
can't say
I'm
because
gonna
I
tell you
don't
this,
even run up there
from
with
the
them.
start. I never ran a novice class in my life. I never ran a novice mud boss and nothing.
This one didn't have it.
There wasn't one.
But I feel when I started running mud boss, I learned a lot more running stock mud boss than if there would have been a novice.
Yeah, I'm going to say you learn a lot more running with the stock guys, the outside of novice.
Yeah,
I mean, novice teaches you.
How to drive the car.
like this. All right, say Lou drops stop,
Novice really teaches you how to keep yourself out of trouble.
but like Lou drops down, and he's fast. Man, I gotta figure out how he's getting that fast. You try to follow the fast guys.
Yeah.
And if you're a slower guy, you get behind that fast guy and you follow him and you watch where he lifts, where he gets on it, and you try to be that guy. That's how you learn.
Well, you ask them questions like, hey, well, you're getting in that corner and you just pull me like 6 car lengths. How do I do that? Well, you got to loosen that car up a little more. You're going in there too tight. So you loosen up a little bit. So okay, can I drive it? Okay, I can drive this. Oh, I'm a little faster.
So
Next time, maybe I'll try loosening it up more. And then you find, oh, I went the wrong direction. Now it's out of control. I mean, you've gotten faster because you've had to chase other people.
Me?
You.
yeah.
Yeah, you had to chase Joe. Made you want to go do what?
I'm also in BL2,
Right. But you had to chase him and it made you
Yeah.
want to go and run faster.
but that's why I'm not a novice. Okay. How many people have already said this? We need a novice class. These guys don't belong here. Then why need a novice class? They should stay.
Well, here's why we need a novice.
Well, these guys need to.
And it's
these
not,
guys
it's
should stay.
not, it's not,
These guys should stay in BL2 and follow the guy, and then he'll get faster.
I mean, here's the reason why they're not doing novice, because it pads the car count. So instead of just having 3, 4 BL2s at Pheasantland right now that are fast and competitive and can run, that's kind of not a fun race, is it? 4 cars.
No.
Okay, but when you put in 4 experienced guys that are fast, that are running down there 2 to 3 tenths faster than the back half of the field, what happens when you put the 2 together?
They get
Crash!
and
Then that does
nobody wants.
nobody any good. That's why you separate them out. But let's say with 13.5 sprint, you might have guys, the top 4 guys running 2-3 tenths faster.
Mm-hmm.
But you also have the back 4 guys that have been through novice, that have experience racing. You're not running into them and crashing into them because they have experience. They know the rules. They know how to get around a track. They know, hey, fast guys are coming up. They're going to put me 1-2 laps down. I'm going to let them go. Now, when you go out there and you deal with some of the novice drivers and mud boss, they don't understand that yet.
A lot of the 13.5 sprint guys also don't understand that either.
I've had pretty good luck with them.
You've complained about a 13.5 sprint the other week, somebody getting in your way.
Well, yeah, it happens.
So,
But they are a lot better than, some of the novice drivers we see in mud boss, don't we? Isn't it, Preston?
not everybody.
Most of the 13.5 sprint drivers have more experience than most of the novice mud boss drivers.
Yeah.
And they usually drive a little cleaner.
No.
No. I think they're a little bit cleaner than
People don't like.
You've seen the Pheasantland race the other week, right? Oh, you weren't there. That was pretty much a crap show. There was a lot of wrecks. I mean, I'm running first. Pete's running second, and Pete's basically clearing the way because he kept getting involved in every single wreck that went around. Every time he tried to get into somebody, they got him, and it knocked them all down to the inside of the track. So it's like, okay, well, I got the outside clear. I can get around. So
What was Thursday Ultimate, the sprint car race? Wreckfest.
I didn't realize that.
You even said it.
I don't think I did.
No, you did.
Well, behind me it was.
You were the leader.
Well, it never got to me.
Second last, and by lap 2, because it was a Wreckfest,
Well,
I was in second, a half track ahead.
It never got to me, really.
Oh, so if it's not about you, you don't care.
No, I'm just saying.
That's what it comes down to.
To me, I got around it, so I'm like, well, it seemed fun.
But it was a Wreckfest.
I mean,
It was behind
There's
me.
a big difference in mod.
I mean,
Like, if you watch a mod sprint race, most of the time there's a lot. All right, go ahead.
I still
Go ahead.
don't have an issue with these guys running. I know you do. You do you, I'll do me.
If we took all the 13.5 sprint guys right now present, and just say you don't get a full field every week, and we took them to mod sprint, would you be happy to be in that Wreckfest every week? When you were at First Capital and you and Phil Cooper were the fastest cars on the track, were you happy that you got wrecked so much?
In mod
So,
sprint?
in mod sprint.
I didn't get a lap in.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, but then yeah, it's still what 13.5 guys running mods. I don't have an issue with it. It's gonna be what it is. We're just gonna have to live with it and suck it up and just race it.
Not if you make the rule the mod sprint car guys can't.
Now,
run
next year in our
13.5.
series,
I think that's on a case by case where you want to make that role because you want to see 13.5 sprint be more competitive and see more guys coming up into it, and you think that's going to be the way to do it. That's fine if you think that.
but
I
like
could care less.
really in our series, I just busted on Lou that one time. And Kane. Lou and Kane have been the only two really.
Right.
Nobody else has.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a problem with Jay Rogers running it.
Okay.
I don't either.
He's not.
Okay, so then what's the division there? You're going to pick an arbitrary line like this guy's too good.
If,
I don't want him to run.
if you can make a mod A main consistently,
Okay.
you shouldn't be running 360.
All right. So then Jay's fine.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is Jay sucks.
No.
You just said Jay sucks.
No, he just feels more comfortable running 360.
So what if the rule is that
Like, even honestly,
you can run one or the other. So if you decide like, you know what, I'm just not going to have a good time with mod running these 6 races. I'm going to run 13.5. Are you going to have an issue with that?
no.
No.
Even if it's Lou Ciccone.
I
If
would.
Lou says, you know what, I just don't feel like putting that kind of level of effort into it to try and beat Phil, to try and beat Cowboy, to try and beat, name it, Russ. I don't feel like putting in that level of effort. I want to take it a notch back and just have fun and run 13.5.
I don't see Lou ever saying that. So
I know, I don't either, but let's just say he did. You would have a problem with that then. If he decided, I want to take it a notch back. Like Bones, he wants to take a notch back and he wants to go out and enjoy himself. He doesn't want to go out there and keep beating his head against the wall. So you're going to say, well, no. You've won some mod sprint races. You can't come down here.
I think also
We're going to bust
Bones
his
is
balls.
also at that age where he just can't.
Depth of perception.
Yeah, like it's 410's too much for him.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
where he's at.
I don't have a problem with it. Kyle, do you?
What?
If he comes back down.
No.
Do you have
Because he's not a consistent top 5 mod sprint car guy.
Well, what if Lou's just, like, let's say...
Like Todd for instance.
Let's not mince words. Lou's getting old. So let's just say, all of a sudden it starts to set in and like...
Well,
Lou
if
just
you
goes downhill.
if you start seeing him really in mod
Struggle.
like he
Yeah.
can't. Okay, then it is. You can see it on the track when it gets to that point.
I really think that the guys that just... Like you wouldn't jump down the novice. I'm not jumping down the novice. Most of us guys, we're just not going to do that.
Like,
And the guys that do, it's like, it's fine.
would you be upset if Todd would run 13.5?
No. Why would I be upset if Todd decided to run 13.5?
Would you?
Todd?
Yeah.
He's not a consistent top 5 driver, no.
What about me?
Yes.
I've never
You
had
have
a
a problem
problem.
with me?
Yes.
I've never had a
If
problem
you-
running with you.
With you, if you are consistently, right now, you are on the line. You are here. Okay, here's the line. Because you are running the times of the Lebos, the Coopers, not the Coopers, well, close.
I'm close.
You're close.
Yeah.
Okay, I would put you more on the no than the yes. Todd, no fault of his own, but Todd doesn't run weekly, and he's not running every week to be that competitive top 5 racer every week. Lapa, sure. He's also not running every week trying to get this thing better, and he's just right there. Put him in there. But then the guys like you said, Lou.
Brian here says I lost money on one of those guys at the rink because Kane won. No, I didn't have a problem with that. I had a great race with Kane. Kane had a good car. I did what I could. Couldn't keep up with him. So then it made me go, all right, well, I just got to get it faster, don't I?
I think.
I mean, I don't have a problem running with you. Every time you come out, I look at that as like, if I could beat Preston, that's something tonight. So, and if
Most of the times
if I can't,
most of the times when I run
Alright.
13.5 though, I'm trying stuff.
that's fine. I
'Cause
have no issue with it.
It's a perfect opportunity for me to try it on a car.
I have no issue
That's
because you're generous enough with what we're doing with the cars to say, hey, do this and that'll make it faster. Like that's like seeing these guys do that because unless they're running a 13.5, they're not going to be able to say, well, I'm doing this for mom, but it's not going to apply to your little car.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is, if they help you, you're okay with it.
No, they don't have to, but if they do, that's what they
Like
do.
that other-
Here's the thing. When we see people that are running classes that, you would say, man, they're cherry picking. If they're not out there helping the guys below them, they are cherry picking, right?
Yeah.
Now, if they're there helping the other guys, helping them get fast so they can be competitive with them, they're at least trying to help you out. They're trying to help you move along.
Like that other Thursday night, I ran
that's
13.5
fine.
at Ultimate. I did stuff to that car that I've never tried before.
Yeah.
The car was junk.
Well, that's what they all say when the car's junk.
So I took everything. everything I tried and be like,
I just haven't worked with that car in a couple weeks. That's why it's been so bad.
it's like what I did to that car. I went in my books. I'm like, well, that don't work. You know what I mean? And then you don't do that stuff again.
Pete's saying here, get rid of the footballs, 6-car mains. Some places I think, 6-car mains we work better.
I
with
think
this
the
one.
factory this year, the Mud Bosses, that's all going to be 6.
Yeah, 6 mates is cool until you're the 7th and 8th guy.
It does suck.
Not qualifying every week.
It does suck.
And then he'll go down the novice. Then he'll be like, well, you should be running novice. You should be running BL too. The way I looked at it, last week at the 183, that race was changed because of guys that should have been a novice.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Kurt would have won. Joe would have won. But the guy in novice that should probably be running novice, according to his times and the way he's competitive, shouldn't be up there.
Who? Oh, what happened?
This poor got taken out by lap car. Kurt got taken out of lap cars both nights.
You had that too, and it didn't make you very happy.
I agree.
Yeah, and nobody's happy with that.
That's why.
And those guys don't want to do that either. But that's why the intermediate or novice class does need to come back.
Not to pick on Kane, okay? Not to pick on Kane, because I do like Kane.
I like Kane.
But if Kane came out there and you wrecked him, okay? And
listen, I've hit Kane before.
Now listen.
He's pretty good with it.
Okay, now I come out and we're out there for Motorama. We're out there at Motorama, he's running 13.5 sprint, he's coming around to lap you, and you junk him, and he doesn't win. And he comes out flipping out on you.
You had that.
Yeah, and I said, sorry, I'm a novice sprint car guy.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm here for.
Yeah. And, it's a fair point. It's like, listen, I'm just starting out in this, and, it's like I said, you don't run novice and not expect to get wrecked. If you go out there and say, I can't believe these guys are wrecking me, well, you're a novice. Mm-hmm. It's in the name. It's what you're going to do. So just, you got to learn how to get around that. You got to learn how to be smarter than that. And learn how to put yourself in a position, okay, I might not have good luck, but at least I know where I'm at. I have a good opportunity to avoid the wrecks, which you always did. You were good at that.
I don't think if you're the top 5, the top 8 A-main driver every week in Mod Sprint, you should be down.
Kane's not always in the top 5 or 8. He's got issues. Did he finish A-main at the Dream?
Late model he did.
In Mod Sprint?
I don't think he ran Mod Sprint.
Yeah.
Did he?
I think so.
He doesn't always finish in the A-main. I mean, I see what you're saying, but I'm fine with it. It happens. Usually only at the big races. Doesn't happen on a weekly event. So, you know, when we go out there and we run weekly, we just got to try and.
Look, me
try
and
go
Todd talked
faster.
about this before. I said, Todd, do you feel like if you run 13.5, would you? He's like, sometimes I feel like I shouldn't be in mod.
And that's why Aaron Miller also told you don't rush off to go get in a mod. You're not ready yet.
But if these guys are going to move down, like if a lot of these guys move down, you might as well just go get a mod. Because then your theory of run with the fast guys.
Listen, it only helps for so much. You actually have, in order to run with the fast guys, to learn from them, to get to that extra level, you already have to kind of be running at the front. You can't be running 8th and trying to follow the fast guy that's running 4/10 faster than you and say, okay, I'm going to jump from 8th to a top 3 car because I'm following the fast. No, you already have to have, well, I got a top 3 car, but now I'm getting a guy in here that's beyond top 3. I got to figure out how to get faster than what these guys are doing.
So
I'm already gone.
So then you're ready to move up then.
Maybe try it. I mean, then you are too.
I've never,
I don't feel like I'm ready.
I've never beat Kane. I never beat Lou, so I guess I'm not ready.
I've beaten both of
Could
them in
be.
mods.
You could.
So
Preston's beat him. I mean, do you think if I gave you a mod sprint and he didn't set it up for you, you could set that car up yourself and get it to run?
No.
Neither do I.
And you know what? The only reason
That's
I
the
know
most important thing.
the only reason I know how to set up the car is because all the people that helped me over the years.
Right. And that's what we're learning.
and that's why these guys should be moved down so you can learn and try that stuff. And I have to go
I'm trying more of it now because they're there.
and not, hey, get out of my way. Go ahead, go around, go ahead. 3 laps later, go around, go ahead.
Like the other Saturday night when I beat
mean,
Russ, that was like, I can do it now.
I see Goodhart, and I have respect for Goodhart, and he runs great in 13.5 sprint. But when you see him in mod, you can tell he's struggling.
Yeah, he's a perfect 13.5 sprint guy.
And it's one of those. It's like that. That's what we would be. We would go there and then start struggling, and like, well, I don't think it's time to. You know, we got enough other classes we're running. I don't need to put one. You need a whole nother sprint car. If you're going to run both, right? If you're going to run 13.5 and mod or 17.5 like Steve does, you need 2 cars.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're still trying to run Mud Boss or Big Block or whatever else in EDF. Where's the time and entry fees come from?
There is none.
There is none?
There's no time or entry fees on. So you're
No,
dropping
when you show up at a track, it's like, okay, I got a 13.5 sprint, I got a 17.5 and a mod sprint.
you're dropping
I
one
got
of
a
the
BS.
classes.
Right. So you're going to go for the class that you're going to do better in? Or you're going to say, well, you know, I'll just run the mod sprint and run in the back?
It depends.
Depends on what.
Okay, then why would I not drop to one of the other classes?
You could do that
And
too.
focus just on sprint then.
You could. I don't know. I really don't have an issue. Do you have an issue with these guys coming down?
What's your role for next year's series race?
If you can consistently make the A main and mod,
Mm-hmm.
you're not running 360.
There's your go. There's your
That's for
answer.
our series.
All right. But how are you going to determine that?
I know. I've been running sprint cars now
It's
for
subjective.
I know who shouldn't.
Okay, but it's still subjective. You can't, why don't you just put it in there like if you run mod, you can't run 13.5. But here's the problem too. A lot of us 13.5 guys, we don't have anything else to run that day.
Like, I feel you
So-
guys bumping up to run mod. Say you both get another sprint car,
Mhm.
and you want to run mod. If I see you guys starting to make A mains and mods, I'm going to tell you, hey,
Get the F out.
pull those 13.5s.
But at that point, you're probably going to want to. You know why? Because you're going to be annoyed that you're going,
Slower.
well, you're not just slower, but now it's like, okay, you know, half the field isn't on the level I'm at. So, you know, like when Kane and Lou come out there, they're always fast. So, you know,
But I know why
a couple
Kane.
of the top 3 guys will go in there and they'll
But I
try
know
and
why.
keep
I know
up
why Kane's been practicing with the
because
13.5
he's
sprint.
gone out to try and win $1,000.
Yes.
Good for him.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know. I still don't have an issue. I mean, you guys are going to make up the rules to do what you want to do. I'm just going to follow along and I'm just going to keep driving. And if they show up, they show up. If they don't, they don't.
Like,
So
there's
I
people-
really don't have much of a say in it.
There's people that are
I don't
running
have an issue with
mods that I wish would drop down and run 13.5 because they'd learn more.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta go slower to go faster.
Well, we've all said that about every class we've been in. I just wish, man, I wish that guy would move down to that class. I mean, it's subjective, but I don't know. You gotta make up your rules to do what you want to
You gotta
do.
look at Kermit and Sean.
Yeah.
Perfect example. They tried running mod.
Yeah.
They couldn't do it. Right? They're just not there yet. So they dropped down to 13.5.
Mhm.
And now they're running a lot better.
Oh,
It's 9:24 already.
Yeah, I looked at that.
holy shit!
We had a good conversation there.
Yeah. Oh. God, we wasted that much time.
That's what you get for cheating, Preston.
Yeah.
All right, where are you racing this week? Nowhere.
Who knows? Weather permitting.
Weather permitting, I'll be at Pheasantland tomorrow. Ultimate Thursday. Big Diamond on Friday. And 183 on Saturday. Preston will not be anywhere else besides Pheasantland possibly tomorrow. He will not be Ultimate on Thursday. Might be at the rink on Friday. No,
No, I'll be up.
183 possibly on Friday. And 183 Saturday. Aaron might be there tomorrow, the weather depending. He'll be at Ultimate on Pending on Thursday night if it's raining. Friday night, I don't know what he does anymore. Probably be at Pheasantland. Saturday, he'll be at 183.
All right, sounds legit.
Weather permitting.
And if anything else rains out, we'll be at 183 Sunday or
Yeah.
possibly Ultimate Sunday.
I gotta thank Ultimate for what they did for Sunday if we have to move the race till Sunday. They moved the racer appreciation. That in case we need that that day. So thank you to Ultimate.
Well, I think it was going to be Saturday.
No, it was Sunday.
No, it was gonna be Sunday, but
It was gonna be last Sunday.
the weather.
Then they moved it to this Sunday,
Yeah.
and then I go just in case they needed to race, they're gonna cancel it. They're having a regular race, but not racer appreciation.
It's just the weather right now is.
Did you see they put they're really trying to get that off-road track going?
Yeah, he's looking for some
Well,
advice from people that
they've-
run off.
They found a guy that's like a champion in off-road. That's gonna come help them.
The one that Scott Davies said, yeah, that's the guy to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I know from the beginning he said it was just for mainly Traxxas-based classes and then an open run when you run class. I don't know how many of you oval guys.
Ovalies?
Yeah, ovalers. Ovalers.
No, ovalies. Ovalies. We're leaving it at ovalies.
You
Because that sounds
ovalies-
funny.
How many of you ovalies will take one of your mud bosses or whatever and take it back to a truck to run?
Mud boss?
Yeah.
What's a
No.
mud boss?
Your salvage cars.
What's this?
Shut the fuck
What's
up,
one of them?
junkie. You'll take one of your Traxxas cars and make it back to a truck.
What's a Traxxas car?
Mr. Traxxas, you'll take that back and run it as a truck. I mean,
All right, that's enough for the show.
which
Goodbye.
one?
That's
And
it.
just how many will do that? The oval guys. I mean,
I don't have any.
it'd probably be better off.
Can they do
My opinion
Can they
is
do that?
sure. No, I think you'd be better off just trying to go
Buggies.
full off road.
Yeah.
That's what I think, and then have Traxxas. Every place I've seen that runs Traxxas cars for kind of like a beginner level class, they don't get many. The factory did, but they were also renting cars at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean that helped. But a lot of I always tell people, can I run my low C short course truck? I think you'd probably be better off just following those rule sets, and you might get people out because
I don't know how
I
much.
mean, Mount Joy, I'd like to get up there, but I just haven't had time. And now Enzo's getting ready for, in August, the last couple weeks of August, buggy carpet. And it's like, well, my buggy's already set up for carpet, so why change it back? But I don't know. We'll see where he goes with it. I don't know. See if there's a market for it and see, how they fit that in.
I think that I'm going to break into Ron Galley's house and steal his mud balls and go beat everybody. Because that's what I did before. Remember that thing? Remember Ron Galley's mud balls was always good on the off-road stuff?
Yeah.
Alright.
That's because it wasn't yours and you drove it like you stole it. That helps. That